I'm Dr. Terry Shintani. I'm the president of the founder of the Hawaii Health Foundation, which is a 501c3 nonprofit organization. At the time when I did my Waianae project, I was director of preventive medicine at the Waianae Coast Comprehensive Health Center, another 501c3 organization, and currently I am also the associate chair of the Department of Complementary and Alternative Medicine at the John A. Burns School of Medicine, and I'm a professor at the medical school. I think service is really important because, for one thing, there's not enough funds to go around to provide the services that are needed in Hawaii or in this country or in the world. There's always people who have needs that are unmet. There's underserved people in different communities. There are people who can't work for various reasons. In general, our healthcare system is failing, so there are needs there. So it's really important for the benefit of the community. The other thing, though, is for me, I have a spiritual view to service, and I firmly believe that we're all connected. And when you do something for someone, you don't do it with the expectation of return, but in the end, things come back. That's just like a law of nature. A person asked me, "Why are you staying out in Waianae? You're now, we were very fortunate because we had no funding. We had the worst statistics in the whole state. We had more poverty, more diabetes, more obesity, more teen pregnancy, more drug abuse, and we had little funding. And so when I found out about all of the problems they had with diabetes, I formed like a little support group, and I said, because it didn't cost anything, and people who had diabetes, and we said, we've got to do this program based on traditional Hawaiian diet and uplift the Hawaiian community by giving them pride in their lifestyle and their ways. And I had a nice group of supporters, and one of the supporters was this 300-pound woman who had diabetes, and she said, "Yeah, we have to do this." And I went around all over the place to try to find funding, and there was no funding. No one wanted to give us any money. They said, "Oh, it's a great idea, but no, we don't have anything." And that's, by the way, very, very common. I've knocked on many doors. Anyway, while we were trying to get money to do the project, my greatest supporter, her name was Fanny, died. And it was very an emotional thing for me, because I wanted to save her life and I couldn't. And then I said, "Dear Lord, what do I do now? Because she's gone and my biggest supporter is gone. How do I get this project going with no funds? Nobody wants to help us." And you know what the message was? "Ask and it shall be given. Seek and ye shall find. Knock and it shall be opened." And I said, okay. So I went around and I knocked on all the doors that I could. And I said, "Can you help us with this? Can you help us with that? We don't have a location. Can we borrow your kitchen? Can we get..." And people one by one started coming out of the woodwork to help us with our project. We wound up having such good numbers. We published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, and we won a state award for that. And all the state awards get sent to national, and so we became a finalist because we had really bad results to begin, bad beginning statistics, and we had great results at the end. And when we presented at NIH, we were presenting with all these other big projects, some of them $1 million projects. And to show that you're not biased, you had to disclose your funding source. And we were the last people presenting. We probably had the worst beginning statistics, the best ending statistics. And they said, and and then when they asked my source of funding, I said we were unfunded. We were an unfunded project. And you could almost hear the audience gasp. And that was part of how we won our national award from the Secretary of Health. I'm also on the board of the Center for Attitudinal Healing. And in attitudinal healing, they have a little statement. They say, giving and receiving are the same. And that means when you give something to others, eventually that's a gift to yourself. I've also heard the statement, all that I give to myself. I remember an old hippie days Moody Blues song that said, you won't believe it's true that all the love that you've been giving has all been meant for you. And this is an expression of the concept of lokahi, the Hawaiian concept, that everything is connected. And I think we would all do well to understand that we are indeed all connected. We are all children of the Almighty, and we are brothers and sisters to each other. And I think our Almighty would want us to serve each other as much as we can while we're on earth. So that's what I think service is all about. I would like to express my deep gratitude to the Rotary clubs for honoring me with this award. I'm very humbled by this. It was completely unexpected, but I accept it with deep gratitude. Unfortunately, I'm not able to be there today. I wish I could be there. But in my stead, my wife, Stephanie, will be accepting my award for me. And once again, I want to thank everyone involved with Rotary for their great service. And I wish you the Lord's blessings always. Thank you.